Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning students, how are you today? I hope you are feeling well. And now I am so glad to greet you. Students, do you know that in our country there are Hindu-Buddhist kingdoms? Good. Now, can you mention what Hindu-Buddhist kingdoms exist in Indonesia? Great, you are right. Kutai, Sriwijaya, Tarumanagara, Mataram, and Majapahit are Hindu-Buddhist kingdoms in Indonesia. But do you know the last Hindu-Buddhist kingdom that stood in Indonesia? Not yet. Okay, don't worry, because I did like to tell you about the last Hindu-Buddhist kingdom stood in Indonesia, namely the Majapahit kingdom. So, now please listen to me. Majapahit is a kingdom centered in East Java, which was formed around 1293 to 1500 AD. This kingdom reached its peak of glory as a great empire that controlled a large area in the archipelago during the reign of Hayam Wuruk, who ruled from 1350 to 1399. The Majapahit Empire was the last Hindu-Buddhist kingdom to rule the archipelago and is considered to be one of the largest countries in Indonesia history. Its power lies in Java, Sumatra, the Malay Peninsula, Kalimantan, and eastern Indonesia, although its territory is still disputed. Geographically, the location of the Majapahit Kingdom is very strategic because of its wide river basin, namely the Berantas and Bengawan Solo rivers, as well as its navigable tributaries upstream. The names of the kings who ruled the Majapahit Kingdom were as follows. The first, Raden Wijaya, 1293 to 1309. Second, Jayanagara, 1309 to 1328. 3. Tribhuwana Tunggadewi, 1328 to 1350. 4. Hayam Wuruk, 1350 to 1389. Related to the relics of Majapahit, there are many relics which we can now include Panataran Temple, Blitar, the Book of Negara Kertagama written by Empu Prapanca, the Sutasoma Book written by Empu Tantular, the Book of Panca which tells the king of Singasari and Majapahit, the Book of Sundayana which tells the event of Bubatwat. Okay students, that was the last Hindu-Buddhist kingdom that stood in Indonesia. Based on our discussion with the establishment of the Majapahit Kingdom, there are many remains that we must protect so that we can appreciate history more and make history a lesson for our next life. Okay students, I think that's all of our talk today. Thanks for listening to me. Keep motivated. See you next time. Bye-bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning students. How are you today? I hope you are great today. And now I'm so pleased to meet you. Students, do you know what is the diversity in Indonesia? Great, you are right. Tribes, language, religion, and culture are the diversity that exists in Indonesia. But do you know what are the factors affecting social diversity of Indonesia? Not yet. Okay, don't worry, because I did like to tell you about the factors affecting social diversity of Indonesia. So, now please listen to me. Factors affecting social diversity of Indonesia. There is much diversity in Indonesia, such as the diversity of tribes, language, religions, and cultures. Some of the factors are as follows. The first, strategic position of Indonesia. Indonesia is in a strategic location, which is between the two Pacific Ocean and the Indonesian Ocean. Also, the two continents of Asia and Australia result in Indonesia's territory become an international trade route. Trade traffic for centuries not only brought trading commodities, but also their culture influence on Indonesia culture. The arrival of foreign nationals of different race then settling in Indonesia result in a diversity of race, religion, and language. The second, Indonesia condition as an island country. As an archipelago, Indonesia consists of thousands of islands that are physically spread. This situation hampers relation between the people from the different islands. Each community in the archipelago developed their own culture according to the level of progress and their respective environment. This makes culture very diverse between islands in Indonesia. 3. The difference of natural condition. Climate and natural condition vary between regions in Indonesia. Difference in the rainy and dry season between regions. Difference in natural conditions such as beaches and mountains have resulted in difference in society. Okay, students, that's it was the factor affecting social diversity of Indonesia. Based on our discussion, there is a lot of diversity that exists in Indonesia due to several factors, and we as good Indonesian citizens must respect and appreciate the diversity that exists in Indonesia. Do you agree with me? Great. Okay, students, I think that's all of our talk today. Thanks for listening to me. Keep motivated. See you next time. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.